Hello everyone and welcome back to another dev stream. So let us know if you can hear us and we will jump right in. I'm glad to see so many people in the chat already and we are good to go. Alright, so today I'm here with Johnny.
Hello.
It has been some time since you were on our last dev stream, right?
That's true, yes.
So can you just start with a short introduction for the people that do not remember you?
I can do that. So I'm Johnny, I'm French, I'm the lead programmer on Vigor, and that sums it up, I guess.
Yeah, like what do you usually do? Like what does your regular workday look like?
It's a mess. My role is mostly to make sure that the programming team is doing the best thing they can do to help the game and make it more stable and make it more enjoyable. Yeah, and also make sure that there is no communication issues between teams and that informations are flowing. Boring lead stuff.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for the introduction, and hello again everyone in the chat. And we have first comment about that golden thing on your back, actually.
Yeah. So in 11.1 we have the addition of new gold skins for some weapons. And yeah, the character currently has one, and we have some good news about that, right?
Yes, absolutely. They are not available yet, but definitely keep an eye out on the shop during the weekend, because we have an event coming up your way. We will actually have another double XP weekend. So yeah,
Nice.
Look out for the shop during this event and make sure to use it to grind through your battle pass or legacy season, whatever
Exactly. Yeah.
you find suitable.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, oh nice to see so many people in the chat. And what are we going to do today? Well, we do not have anything big to announce really, so we will just focus on our last update, 11.1. We also have some questions from our social media, and we will focus on you guys in the chat as well. So if you have any questions, make sure to put them down so we can try to answer them.
We also have a few videos I would like to show.
Yes.
Some internal stuff that will help shed some light on what we've changed in 11.1 regarding climbing and vaulting, because I've seen a few players being confused about what that means in the changelog. So hopefully we can make it a bit clearer so that you will understand what we've done and you will nod along saying, yeah, it's a good thing.
Teddy Bear is asking, are you bringing back the unicorn bag for April Fools? Well, I totally forgot about the unicorn bag. Do you remember the last April Fools?
No.
Yeah, we actually posted on our social media like a screenshot where it was visible shadow of a unicorn.
Yeah.
That was fun, but it was pretty obvious that it was a joke, which was kind of sad, but the bag was nice. Sadly, I do not think that it will be coming this time, but we can definitely discuss like return of the unicorn bag.
Sure.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah. Oh, an interesting one. Are the team looking into the ever-growing modded controller problem with Cronus? Yes. I can't say much more.
Yes, exactly. Like obviously we are looking into it, as many companies actually are. Currently, it's not just like Vigor issue. It is an overall issue. Yes, the team
it's
is
a
looking
problem
into
for
it.
all the competitive shooters at the moment. Yeah. So yeah, we aren't super happy about that, and we are not happy especially about the part where they get an unfair advantage against other players that don't use those devices, and that's the part we don't like. So we are working to make it to make those devices less efficient. But yeah, we don't have any ATA to share because we are still early in the changes we are doing on this. So yeah, I don't want to speak much more about that, except we know about it and we don't like it, so we do plan to do something against that.
Exactly. So finally, at least some progress, or at least you know that we are working on it. And if you have any more questions, put them in the chat.
Yeah, I see a nice question from Aquaduct Cool, whatever. Are you aware of the white flashes, white glare, and blurry snow maps on Xbox Series S? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We are looking into those. The white flashes are. We have a fix for this in the next update. So yes, this one. The blurry snow maps, we are still investigating what's going on. It seems that there is some issues with the dynamic resolution scaling, but that's as much info as we have at the moment. So yeah, we are aware of it. We are looking into it, and yeah, we don't like to have that in the game. So yeah.
Nice, perfect, good. Already a few answered questions. And let's see.
There's a Czech question.
Yeah, it is a Czech question actually, about knives. If they ever will be able to throw them at enemies. Well, first we will have to look into the knives that you actually hold in your hands, and then maybe proceed to the next level. You know. For now, no, like it's not a priority. I know that we keep on repeating this. At the same time, like Vigor is shoot and looter, you know, so obviously the shooting part is much more important for us. Eventually, obviously, we would like to look more into this, but not right now.
Melee and knife and making them relevant in the game. Yeah, that's the thing. But compared to all the other ideas we have, this is like one of the, you know, a lot of work and almost no impact on players' life. So, you know.
Yeah.
It's at the bottom of our priority list. We have things that will make a much bigger impact on the game that will, you know, make the game more interesting than that. So yeah, definitely we will, but it's at the bottom of our priority. Oh,
exactly.
The thing raided. Cool. Thank you, EnzoCast stream. Yeah, I've seen a question. It's a bit about like what system I'm playing on. I play on PlayStation. As for Vigor, I also have a Switch, but I prefer to play on PlayStation. PlayStation 5 actually. So yeah. And also I play on PC, but not Vigor, obviously.
True that. So no Vigor on PC not confirmed. You know, like let's get this off the table.
Yeah. There is a spicy question about like
one?
some downtime we had last weekend. I can answer that if you want.
Oh yeah.
Am I allowed?
Yeah,
I don't know.
You are. I
sure.
mean...
So we had some database issue, and they got fixed in roughly 1 hour. So yeah, for 1 hour the game was down and unplayable. But yeah, you know, we have our alerting system, so we got alerted that an issue was there, and we've been able to fix it. Then we did some post-mortem on that to understand where the issue came from, and we managed to make some additional fixes to prevent the issue to come back. So yep.
Nice, good. We can probably also look at some of the pre-prepared questions, so I do not forget about those. So let's put the first one on right now. There are rumors of a prestige system and the ability to batchcraft heals coming as a part of the end game content.
Okay.
Can this be discussed? Well, usually when something starts with there are rumors, you can usually anticipate it is not true. Like what I can say right now, in our video at the beginning of the year, we mentioned that we want to focus on the onboarding and tutorial, also the end game challenges and stuff like that. So yes, eventually we will be definitely doing some changes and improvements, and we will also think about the end game. But even the team is currently in the stage of like discussing it, coming up with ideas, you know. So nothing is set in stone really. So I don't know. If there are any rumors.
Rumors.
Exactly.
And we're discussing those topics internally, but like we haven't made a decision yet on what will be the end game stuff we will be adding. So there is a lot of ideas in the team, and it's flowing all direction because everybody is very passionate about the topic. But we are not ready to share anything with the community just yet because we haven't started working on any of those ideas yet. they are just discussions, and yeah, first and foremost we are focusing on other aspects, such as the onboarding, for instance.
Exactly. All right, we have a question in the chat from Pseudo Kieran. I have a question. How are spawn points at the start of the match chosen? If I play the same map 3 or more times in a row, I get the same spawn at least 75% of the time. Well, I mean, this should be selected randomly, right?
Yeah, it's pure random, but you know the way random works in computers is pseudo random, right? It's not fully random, so it's possible we have bugs in there, but I would say no. Like random is random, and so yeah, you can randomly spawn 3 times in a row on the same spot. It's, if you don't like that spawn point, that's bad luck. But yeah, it's like we don't do any magic or trickery of we don't like your face, we don't like your nickname, so you will spawn all the time in the same spot. Because we don't even know we don't even know that you don't like that spawn, so it's, we're sorry it's happening to you.
Okay. How about a bigger shootout map? Kirsten is very long and narrow, which is not to everyone's taste, you know. Yeah, but this is kind of like the point of it, that the map is a bit different.
Yeah, that was the goal with Kirsten, because we didn't want it to have, you know, like buildings and wide open areas, just, you know, just like the regular sawmill. Sorry, got the name. Forgot the name. And we didn't want it to have like a variation of the same map. That would be boring, you know. So we made something that would be close combat, more narrow, more like corridors and such. So yeah, do we have any plans to make a new shootout map just yet? I don't think so. We are working on different stuff at the moment, exciting stuff, but not that specifically.
True. Alright, we have a question that gets asked every single time from Manic Vigor. Okay. Johnny, what's your favorite map?
Wait, what's the name? I like Sawmill, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't know. Fish Factory I don't like so much, because some of the day, in some of the weather, it has a yellow tint that I really dislike. I don't think it looks so good. But Sawmill doesn't have that problem, and I like this one. Yeah, and it's nice. You know, there is those forests, there is those big buildings. I like that. Wherever you spawn, you will be attracted to the Sawmill building itself, and there is usually a ton of action going on there. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's true. Cool. Alrighty, we had a question if you can showcase some of the golden skins so they can have a better look.
Do you know where they are?
You can showcase them in the
We already own all the cosmetics. Okay.
Exactly. As Jonas would say, because we are the bank, so we get all of the cool stuff, you know.
Yeah.
That's one perk of being a game developer.
Now I need to remember which weapon has them.
I think that Alex actually equipped them for like most of the weapons that have them available.
It's money bags.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
They look absolutely awesome. Like I remember seeing them on one of our meetings for the first time. Wow.
Yeah, the material, the gold material really looks good and shiny and such. That's pretty nice.
And also it was requested, you know, by the community. I mean, the golden skins usually work.
Yeah. It's like the best way to show off. So yeah, that's quite cool. Let me find maybe another one. Yeah, the Boogle. Yeah. Really shiny, really cool. I like the contrast between the gold and the black part. It's really looking nice. Oh well, yeah. Oh, see, the chat agrees with me, so.
Nice. And second question from our social media.
Mm-hmm.
I know that when new maps come, they first show up in shootout or elimination, but can we maybe get like valley or bridges in elimination? Lots of areas would blah blah blah. Yeah. Like, I mean, obviously some of our older maps would be suitable for elimination too, and honestly,
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
we are looking into like
Yeah,
more-
that's something we're looking into. We are actually working on something.
There's
on
something we
that.
are working on. Yes, we are
Yeah.
working on something. Yeah, I mean, like, we know that you guys would like to see new elimination maps.
Yeah, and we do too.
True that. Like, no promises, no exact date, but we
Yeah.
are working on it.
Yeah, it's shaping up nicely. Playtest being done on that, and so far it's headed in a good direction.
Yes. Like, it's really complicated to test this properly and make sure that there won't be
Yeah,
any
it-
big issues.
Yeah, it requires a lot of testing.
Like, I remember with Kirsten as well, you know, like, we thought that the map will be, like, ready a bit earlier, but in the end, like, we...
Yeah. Well, we explained it back then. Like, encounters have become more complex with time because we've added a ton of new systems to them. There is
Yeah,
also
exactly.
the taverns. The loot is also complex. There is all the spawn points, and there is buried caches, mementos. Like, there is a lot of things to add to encounters map. It's not just like making a nice level with good geometry and nicely looking and such. It's also, we have a lot of systems to implement on the map and debug them, making sure that everything works.
Do you see any interesting question or something?
Oh, I got confused by the question. These are, braces, suspenders. What's the name in English for this?
I don't know. I
It's
know the
actually
name in
suspend
Czech,
my-
but
my-
like...
Interesting question. Totally unrelated to the game.
Also, we are almost like halfway in the stream. So, do you want to jump into the like climbing and vaulting and stuff like
So
that? We have videos for that as well, so I can put them on the screen
mm-hmm.
if you want to like explain it alongside with the videos.
Mm-hmm.
And it is there. So this
Cool.
is the first
Yeah.
one.
Oh, okay. So the video is playing. Cool.
Yeah, it will
So-
be on a loop. So like
Yeah.
you can just.
What you're looking at is, well, first it's a development map, so it's not something we will ever release. You see, like, there is just a few assets. So yeah, if you ever wondered how a game looks before it's ready, that's how it looks. You have debug text everywhere, and you have debug geometry shown. But what you're looking at is the changes we've done with the climbing. So there was an issue in Vigor where you would sometimes try to vault on something and it wouldn't work, or you would try to climb on something and it wouldn't work. And so, you know, there was some videos circulating online where some people were like getting cornered in a house and wanted to jump out of the window and were just stuck jumping in front of the window and not jumping through the window, right? And then they would get killed and frustrated.
Obviously, I
Which I can understand.
yeah, I would be mad as well.
And so to make that situation better is so we increased how many angles are okay to climb from a window, right? Because depending on how you would approach a window, like the game really wanted you to be front facing the window for you to climb it, right? And if you would be slightly on some angle, it wouldn't let you climb, and it was just jump, and it was so infuriating.
Oh yeah.
And so what you see in the video is the result of that. Whenever you see red spheres, it's instances of a climbing that would have failed before, but now they're working. So when you see those red spheres, it's the character wouldn't be able to jump. And towards the end of the video, we are also showing that it's not like you cannot abuse the system, right? Like some jumps are clearly not good enough and you need to time them better. But yeah, now if you're standing closer to the window, you will be able to climb it as you want and vault much more easily.
Yeah,
There
like,
is
definitely less frustrating to.
Yeah. No. So yeah, you know, that's one thing.
Okay.
And the other thing is that there was some bug also with the inputs, and you had a higher chance of making the vault happen if you would hold the button
Mm-hmm.
instead of just pressing it, but that was never intentional on our side, because we always told players in the tutorial and in the rules that you should just press and it will do what you want. And yeah, but
Should I put on the second video as well?
yeah, let's and so we've also done some changes to climbing, and now thanks to those changes it's much easier to time your climb in vaults, so now you can do some pretty hardcore parkour in Vigor.
Nice.
So yeah, you
Parkour.
can see a nice succession of climbing and vaulting happening in that video that used to be very difficult to pull out and are now much easier to achieve.
Oh,
especially this one.
Yeah,
It's
especially
quite-
the jump.
it's
Yeah,
quite crazy.
that's awesome.
So yeah.
Cool.
So these hopefully this is shedding some light on the
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
climbing and vaulting
it
change in
was,
the changelog, because it was a bit mysterious, I think.
Yeah, I think that most people didn't understand what exactly it means. So this is really nice.
So yeah, basically you shouldn't jump in front of window as much as it was.
All right, so this was the videos, and we can look at the chat if we have anything new.
I guess so. Yeah.
Climbing and vaulting is so much better now, so much. Could I give credit on the right chat? Yes, nice. Thank you. We are glad you noticed. And let's see.
Why not use the tutorial map for private lobby? We don't have private lobbies.
Yeah, that's the thing. Basically, we do not have them.
Should we have them? I don't know. Maybe. Well, we have more important things to work on. To
Yeah, exactly. Like, it would be nice
things
at the
that
same
would
time.
make
Like,
the game better. Things that would make the game more stable. Things that would make the game more, enjoyable
and then we can look into more stuff. That's for sure. Why can I hear Ada's voice in the radio?
I don't know.
Like, you can turn it off in the settings.
Yeah, during encounters or during the tutorial or in the shelter. I don't know. Okay. We might have some audio issues. That's always possible.
Yeah, that's possible as well.
And
I mean, we already noticed one comment about this.
okay.
So we can definitely bring it up to our audio team, because I thought that it's just an issue like with it being turned off in these settings. But if more people have issues with it, maybe it can be bugged for sure.
Yeah,
So we will make sure to discuss it with the team.
Why can't I hear Ada's voice in my sleep? Because you're not playing the game enough.
Yes, exactly.
You should play the game
she's
late
calling
at
you.
night. Yeah. Play it late at night, just before going to bed. I'm guaranteeing you will hear it at some point.
Bombs are not dealing enough damage. Any more news on this?
It's a bug. It was not intended, and we are fixing it. Hopefully those fixes will be in the next update, but I'm not sure, because they are currently being tested by our quality team. So I don't know if they will come back positive. Maybe they will be in the next update, but no promise. But we know about it, and we want to fix it, because it's a massive massive pain that you can't use all the tactical options you have at your disposal in the game. Okay, let me answer
that one is good.
What is my favorite part of the Vigor community, because it's been asked multiple times already, and I see it, but we have been whatever. Favorite part is, I don't know, I like how friendly you are. I like how you give us constructive feedback. I like how you clearly love the game a lot, and that's something I really appreciate about our community, because they constantly think about ways to improve it. When we have problems, they raise it, and and they have a good attitude too. Like, it's not they're just bitching, but sometimes they even provide valuable information, so we can actually improve things, which is really nice. So I think that's
Yes, exactly. Like it happened multiple times that someone reported an issue or something, and we weren't quite sure like what it is, or we weren't able to repro it.
Yeah.
So and some players are even willing to send us clips, or screenshots, and it speeds up the process like massively.
And
for
partners
QA.
also are doing a very good job on that, because sometimes they hear bugs that we've never heard of, and they come to us and they're like, hey, we have those reports, and then we are able to find repro steps thanks to all the information they gather in a for us, and it's a massive help. That's
so
great.
some of them are even purposely trying to break the game. Some. We all know who it is, so yeah. But those videos are great too. Yeah. Points out a lot of bugs. Alrighty. Any questions from the chat, make sure to put them there so we can try to answer them. I still have some more to go through from our social media, so we will jump into them as well.
Pseudo Kieran is saying that there is a bug where you're unable to switch weapon. I haven't heard anything about such a bug, so I suggest you get in touch with partners and try to send them a bunch of clips so that they can forward them to us, and we can inspect them and try to see if we understand from them what the issue is and where it's coming from.
Yep, that is correct. And we have another question. Can you guys push out a tweet that you are working on a fix about the black screen for some players on the first round of elimination? Yes. This bug was quite weird to repro, to be completely honest.
It's completely random.
Absolutely, yes.
So it's super difficult to reproduce, and when we have trouble reproducing bugs, we have trouble fixing them, because if you do something and it happens sometimes and sometimes not, then you never know if you fixed it or if it's just randomly occurring that you didn't had the bug that time. So it makes it super difficult. But this one, we are looking into it. We have a few logs and proof that it's happening, and we are looking into it, but so far we don't have a fix. But yeah, we are adding some information in our code so that we can understand better why it's happening. And I have a teammate, black screen happens to almost every time he plays elimination. Well, he should send us his console and his account so we can try it. Because if it happens all the time, then we can fix it in no time.
Yeah, true.
That's sad.
But yeah, at least there is some progress. Well, I mean, like if someone is willing to do that, that would be quite a dedication. But yeah, at least there is some progress. So yeah, we are working on it. And it was said on the stream, so hopefully this will be enough. And let's move on. Another question. Please be 100% honest. Is the Bandages plan actually common rarity, or have you made it harder to acquire due to it being connected to an achievement to ensure longer playtime? Wow, this is going deep.
This is far-stretched.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Like
we're not mean like that.
No, we are not like. If there is a rarity, your chance of getting it corresponds to rarity. That's it. We weren't changing anything in the system. No tweaks whatsoever.
Random probabilities. The only tip I can give you is that usually you get plans of a certain rarity in the crate that is matching that rarity. So make sure to open common crates, because it's a common plan, and that's you will maximize your odds to get that plan. That's it.
Right. I just saw the comment from the original saying so many bigger conspiracy theories. Well,
these
true,
days, yes.
These days, absolutely.
Many rumors, many conspiracy and such. Yeah. I guess it comes from the fact that there is less bugs in the game, so now they need to discuss about something.
Yes. Now is the time, to come up with the crazy stuff. But sometimes, fun ideas can actually come from these theories. I'm not gonna lie.
There is a great question from Time Online. Talking about LMs, is there any reason why some guns are in your hand at the start, sometimes you have none, and sometimes you have the secondary gun? Yeah, we have a bug on that, and we are working on a fix. I believe it might be in the next update, but don't quote me on it. But yeah, we know about it. We don't like it. We are working to make it better, to fix it. It's clearly not intended, at least.
I don't know if you are looking at the same one, but there is a question about like if we are going to add anything against campers, like something like in season 7. We don't talk about that. It wasn't necessarily the best idea.
No, it wasn't. It was maybe too much.
It wasn't a maybe. It was definitely too much. And stayed for way too long, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't think that there are any plans to do anything of similar nature.
Not in upcoming updates, at least. We mention it from time to time during our brainstorms, like, hey, do we want to do anything against campers and bring back some anti-camping mechanic? But it's tricky. It's tricky, like sending mortars was clearly too much. But we're trying to find ways that wouldn't be too jarring but be efficient and such, and it's just complicated at the moment. Yeah, we haven't agreed on any solution so far.
The Senator 123 has important question. Where are you guys going to put more guns once the wall fills up? We will probably create another wall.
Yeah, exactly. What do you do when your house is too small? No, that doesn't apply.
But yeah, we will see about that. Like we will cross that bridge once we get there, I guess.
Yeah. No, we will stop adding new guns. That's it.
Oh,
no,
well, I mean we, but we already have quite a few of them. That's for sure.
There is a lot of weapons. At some point, we need to find ways to make new content without adding new guns. That will be a challenge on its own.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, like at first we were adding quite a lot of guns in like each update. And I feel like when we decided to scale it down, it works much better, and the weapons are actually more balanced. So
like we don't spend as much time creating new guns, and instead we are trying to make weapons that are less used, more relevant in the meta, so that because at some point there was like 60 guns in the game, and everybody was playing with like 5 of them.
Oh yeah, true. That is.
And that was because they didn't get the plan to get the one. So that was a pretty sad part of the meta. Now it's more balanced. You don't see any. Well, still do see some guns being used more often, but at least it's more balanced, and that's what our aim is at the moment, trying to make all the weapon families more useful and have more distinct play style, so that you can really, when you change your gun, you can really like have experienced the game in a different way, and that's where we're going. That's where Alex wants to go, and he's doing a great job, and we just need to leave him like that.
Do his thing, yeah.
Yeah. Give him some time, let him do that, because he's doing nice, and I think it's making the game much better.
Yes, absolutely. Teddy Bear 429 is asking, would you consider vaulting a weapon or group of weapons for half a season to change up the gameplay?
I don't think we should do that, for the reason that some weapon families are just not used, so they are vaulted by their own, like by default.
Oh yeah. True.
And for the few players that enjoys them, why should we take them those weapons?
Oh that would be so
unfair.
frustrating. Yeah. I mean, imagine that.
Too many elimination crates. Can you guys add a way to open more than one at once?
I would like to have your problems.
Sure.
I mean, too many crates. But I guess, if you have like over 600 or how many, then it can be kind of tedious to open them one by
That's
one.
true, yeah.
At the same time, you will get to enjoy the fruits of your work, you know.
Yeah. Well, crate opening is. Well, it feels nice because there is some nice sound effects, nice visuals and animations there. But yeah, maybe we can speed up the animation if you open and then like in batch and such. So that you would spend less time doing this and more time actually going into matches and playing. Let's maybe speak about the question from EnzoCast stream. Can you staff favorite some guns so you don't have to scroll to craft what you want? We're looking into ways to make that menu better.
And there are many good ideas.
It's my brother. That's his nickname.
And our moderators were faster than he was.
I think he got moderated even.
You know, like we keep it like
Don't
bigger
moderate
focused
my
here.
family. That's unfair. Anyway, what I was saying is that we have a user experience problem with the loadout and creating loadouts and selecting your weapons and such. We've started to address it when we added that small model for equipping ammunition when equipping weapons. But it's true that every time we add a new weapon, it's that more scrolling you have to do, and it's not really nice. And we know that this is a problem and we would like to fix it. One idea is probably to reuse the categories we've made in the shooting range and in the cosmetic shop, because they work well. At least you have less scrolling to do, because you know, okay, I want to equip a machine gun, let me just go to that category and equip a machine gun, so you have much less scrolling to do. So yeah. And there is other ideas also that we have to improve this, but I don't think it's wise to speak about it just yet because it's too early in their development.
I got a question. Sometimes I go against good players and there is many good guns on the ground, for example 5 bugles. What about adding a special issue consumable that can you bring more guns back to the shelter? Greedy.
Wait, what?
Like something that would extend your you know, backpack space.
Yeah, I like that idea, but not everybody does in the team, so yeah, I'm not sure we will ever have that.
That's true. But I mean, especially during like Friday night fights and stuff like that, this would come in handy because like some of the lobbies were super boosted and it was so cool.
It's also part of the balance of the game that you have to decide what you're extracting from the map.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because
it can be frustrating.
Otherwise
definitely.
it would be maybe too easy to just take back 20 guns, and have you ever seen someone carrying 20 guns on their back? I haven't seen that.
Anyway, we still have like 2 questions from social media to go, so let's just go through them.
Sure.
Do you plan to return friendly fire on elimination? We need it. Oh no.
Wait, what? There is a question that I don't understand.
Which one?
Sorry. Oh, yeah. No, sorry.
Yeah, friendly fire in elimination.
Oh, like removing it? Why? Like, we like that change, and elimination has become a place where you can go, where you can, you know, you can train with many guns in a fair environment, because everybody has the same weapon, so you know, you can't be slaughtered because you have just a Thompson and you just started the game, and they have all these bugle and crazy weapon. So
and I think that the chat is actually agreeing with
team killing was a massive problem in elimination, and it
wasn't enjoyable at all. Yes.
Yeah, no.
Like most people avoided it just because of that, because it wasn't fun at all.
Yeah. And the last drop was actually that my mom was playing elimination, and she's so bad, right? She's not super good with the controller and aiming and such. So so she was trying to practice in elimination, And at some point she couldn't even practice anymore because a team was killing her from the start because she was so bad. So it's not helping anyone. So no, I'm sorry, we won't remove.
I love it. Like this was the last straw, you know. I mean, like Johnny's mom cannot play. Guys, we need to do something about this.
She's bad about playing Vigor. She's great.
Nice. Your mom should probably play more. I mean, like we can fix so many things. You became angry.
She's a great source of inspiration. When I see her play, it always brings new ideas.
Yeah, I bet. Johnny about his mom. She's so bad. Oh my god, this is such a meme material. Goddamn. Anyway, last one from the social media, and this is actually, oh no, it's not there. Okay, well this was the last one. Great.
Oh, okay.
I mean, at least we
I thought
answered
it was
it.
another one. Okay.
Right. So we can focus on the chat now.
Sure.
I mean, we still have some time left. So if you have any questions, make sure to put them in the chat. Also, if you weren't here when Johnny was explaining the climbing, you can definitely watch the VOD. It was explained, so you know what is happening. And let's see what the chat does have to say.
Yeah, many things.
Whew. Full damage stat is a must-have. Well, for some of us.
Oh yeah. Mob said thank you. Interesting. Is drop shooting being looked at? Oh, from a distance, yeah. We would like to do something about it, or at least discuss it, see how we feel about it and such. But yeah, no promises just yet. Anyway, and how many time a player plays?
Yeah, I'm looking at the same one.
That's not proper English, right?
Yeah, I think that the question is missing actually, or like you know, like the important part.
Yeah, the verb.
Yeah, like
to
how many
times a player plays LM a week, I guess.
Or how often are players in general playing elimination, like during a game session or something?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the whole topic of stats is I would love to have more stats in the game, but the way we have implemented them is that each stat has a leaderboard associated to it, and we have pretty harsh limits on how many leaderboards we can have in our game, because we use third-party solution for that, and we can't have leaderboards for every single stat, otherwise it would just blow up. But there is many stats that would be fun to track and look at for players. So yeah, I would like to do something on that at some point. But yeah, we would need to have stats without leaderboards associated to it. So if that's not a big deal for you guys, we can have it. So let us know. Make a poll on Reddit if you like to do that. We look at them, and yeah, make a poll, and we can probably agree on something.
Could we possibly add a queue for random duos again? Team killing has been discouraged, and it would be fun to connect with others in the community.
That would be nice, but there is some important system we would need to add first, such as the ability to report other players.
Oh yeah, that is true.
And
yes.
so, yes, but
not now.
Oh, are you coming out with an official PS5 upgrade? We use the retrocompatibility, which means that you will install the PlayStation 4 version of the game, and it will actually run and look much better. But we don't have any plan to make a PS5 version, native PS5 version of the game, because that would take us a lot of time, and it wouldn't bring much more, to the game. Like,
true.
I don't believe it would be such a big change that you would really it would be a small incremental update of performances, maybe visuals, but we don't have the capacity to start using ray tracing, for instance, because our levels were never designed, and the lighting in our levels was never designed to use ray tracing, so we can't. So yeah, going on making a PS5 native PS5 version of the game, we don't have that in our plans. Yeah, so it means that we won't be able to use the new DualSense controller, which would be nice because the haptics are cool and the triggers are really nice. But yeah, but you have it pretty good, right? You have the 60 FPS there, and you have a higher image quality, and we are working on some other stuff also. So yeah, nothing. No promises yet, but yeah, there might be more upgrades to come on the new gen.
Vigor Monster is saying there is a dumpster on the Red Barn, an elimination map that players can climb on top of, and this lets them escape from the boundary area prior to the start of the match.
Oh yeah, I think we fixed this one for the next update. I'm not sure because we've discussed it many times, and I am not sure what's the status on this one. But yeah, it was reported, and I believe it's fixed, but not. 60 FPS for last gen console? No, I'm so sorry, but we there is one console that could potentially have it, and it's the Xbox One X. But we would have to make massive cut in the visual quality, and we could, but yeah.
Before we jump into the next question, I just quickly want to remind you all that there will be a double XP weekend this weekend starting on Friday. So make sure to stop by to get some extra XP, and also the golden skins that you saw on our today's stream and last stream, some of them will be available in the shop. So keep an eye on that as well. Alright, the reminder is done, and we can jump back into the chat for a few more
Why
minutes.
Johanny isn't playing the game on stream? Because I suck.
Alex was on the last stream, so he always sets the bar like
I
super high.
prefer to give you like insiders information than play the game, you know.
Yeah, true.
But there is actually a few changes I wanted to show you today
sure
that are in
thing.
11.1 that we haven't showcased. I think we should queue up in maybe Shootout to showcase them. That's gonna be much easier. So yeah, join me in the match because we've made some changes to controls and how they feel and how things used to be slow, and we speed it up a little to make the game a bit more reactive and a bit more, interesting. And yeah, these are changes that we haven't advertised much, but they are definitely in 11.1, and I haven't even seen anyone mentioning it, so maybe they are so subtle that no one noticed.
Oh yeah, it's possible.
But we did spend some time on that. The goal was to make controls feel much better, because we've played a bunch of other third-person shooters, and we studied them and why they felt better than Vigor, and we were wondering why, and we did some in-depth studies of why, and we took a bunch of notes, implemented some of that into the game to try and see how it felt, and basically everybody was like, yeah, okay. During playtest, everybody was agreeing that it was really nice, and it felt much nicer to play because things are flowing now better into each other, right? Okay.
And we also had one really important question, if I will be able to find it. Yes, can we dress like Johnny in the game?
No.
We can definitely discuss it with Adonis if we can
sure. What do you want? This?
This. Everyone
Will
seems,
you boost?
seems to love it.
And
we have
on Friday night fights. Yes, I boost.
Mustafa SKS is
playing
Mustafa
with us. Yeah, nice.
Good. And there was another question I found interesting, but Johnny, will you boost? Oh yeah, you already did. Well,
yeah.
that's
I hope
it.
you don't kill this game. That's not our intention.
Definitely not.
Something changed. Yeah, maybe that's the changes I'm mentioning now. We've changed a bunch of things in the controls and how fast things are. So it should be.
But like,
you know,
5 weeks is too long.
It used to
right?
take, for instance, just this, like just going, like raising your weapon. It used to be super slow, right? Now it's like 3 times faster than it used to be, right? So if you aim, you will be able to aim much faster than you used to before. So that's like one of the changes. Another change we did is you run and you want to shoot. And now you see you can run and shoot like almost instantly, right? Well, I just got killed, but I was just demonstrating something. And you used to, it used to be very slow for you to be able to get that. For you to like sprint and then shoot, but now like there is almost no delay between the time you shoot and the time you sprint and then you can shoot. The transition is much faster, right? And it's the same with jumping, jumping and landing in general. So I will try to go on the roof and try to showcase that. But it used to be super slow for you to, jump from some height, land and then shoot. Now see, I can do it almost instantly, right? So these are all these small tweaks we've done in this update in 11.1 so that if you want to shoot, you can shoot.
Yes.
Right? There is no even jumping and then shooting. See, it's much easier now to do that. Oh yeah, we've seen those white flashes in the map. It's quite. See.
So yeah, I mean the experience is definitely much smoother now.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, but we haven't advertised it so much.
What about you guys in the chat? Like, have you noticed any changes, or like, do you think it's too subtle that you haven't even noticed? Let us know. This is really interesting because you're right. Like, we haven't been advertising it or anything.
Yeah. So I don't know if it went unnoticed, but yeah, that's definitely something we've.
But it was in the changelog, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know. We can check. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was there. Yeah, like should be there.
Oh, okay. Well, bye-bye. Anyway. So yeah, that's. Yes, it was in the changelog. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you for the confirmation.
But I mean, like.
So yeah, that's definitely something we changed. So you can do those things and wow, yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed I'm getting owned faster than normal, so this explains it.
Is there a possibility for reload cancel? If you shoot, I think you. Okay, no, maybe not. On shotguns, you can. Like when it's. Oh wow! Really fight? Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Whatever. Okay. Guns randomly stop shooting. Send us clips. Send partners clips.
Please.
We need
Yes,
reproduction
please.
steps. We don't have any reproduction steps for these bugs, so we need to understand where they come from. So send us clips of when it happens.
And we are pretty much at the end of our stream, so we will take few last
Crowd
questions
trying.
if there's
Idea.
something interesting.
Take this.
Flashbangs. Why don't flashbangs have hit markers?
Because they don't do damage, or very little. So that's why.
That explains it.
Easy.
Can we get different colors of shoes? I've had the red tracksuit for a year now. I just need some matching kicks.
All that touches on a much bigger topic, which is adding more slots for cosmetics.
True.
But due to the way the game was made, I'm not even sure we can do it at this stage. It's probably too late because we would need to redo a lot of cosmetics. So I don't think.
Pants and shoes is what we want. Wow, so many comments about this now.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we can definitely discuss it, but yeah, it's true that like there aren't like slots for that, so yeah.
One day we will invite them and they can vote for the next features to come.
It would be
Like
nice.
one of them, you know, like they get to decide one of the features we will work for the next day. No, producers are killing me now, I'm sure. Patchcraft of eels, maybe, definite maybe.
Definitely maybe. Solid maybe.
Okay.
Please add a shelter improvement to decrease weapon craft time.
Okay.
Hmm?
That's as simple as this, I guess. We are looking into more shelter upgrades.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's probably gonna be part of what we will do with the end game, like some of it at least. So, yeah, no promises on what exactly it will be, but yeah.
Nice. All right. So
Yeah, if the game is down for a week, if it means I can get red shoes, just go to a shoe shop.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I would
try telling this to the rest of the community. They won't be very happy, and I would love to see that fight.
I wouldn't be.
Anyway, last question. If you have any, put them in the chat right now. We are taking one last question, and we will be ending today's stream.
Best tip: just get shot in the foot, then you get red shoes.
Oh, true.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's
There is a
simple as
workaround. Overrated.
Oh.
Okay.
Another response about the red shoes. Nice.
What about adding more kill achievement patches
Okay.
to give something to grind? Well, players are already grinding for kills. If we add
Yes.
anything, we would like to maybe push for different play styles,
Yes,
not just
as
like
well.
make it like it's kind of already interesting for players that just seek to kill others. So yeah, I would probably more add something different that would make it more interesting for other play styles.
It's true, because like for the kill oriented players, it's kind of like easy, or not like easy, but it's easier to create those achievements because like we have a lot of weapons, a lot of ways to kill. But when it comes to the looters and like more chilled gameplay, it's a bit more difficult.
Yeah, definitely.
And we want to focus on all of our amazing players and their different play styles. Alright, so as I promised, this was the last question. I would like to thank everyone for watching us today. If you weren't able to catch the whole stream, it will be as always on our YouTube and on our Facebook page. Thank you, Johnny, for being here with me today, for answering questions from our community.
My pleasure. It was nice.
And thank you everyone in the chat again, and we will see you on the next one. Thank you, bye!
Tschüss.